Andre, riddle me this.
Mm.
Why on God's green earth is there not 2 Monday Night Football games every Monday?
Yeah, it's kind of true. I mean, those are nice, especially with this 5 o'clocker and 7 o'clocker. We're going to have a little dual screen action plus MLB playoffs. This I could get used to.
Give me 5 and 8 every week so there's no overlapping. Not that I'm not capable of multiple screens at once, but multiple Monday Night Football games, multiple Thursday Night Football games, I also believe in. And then how about multiple Sunday Night Football games? You put one at 5, one at 8.
I'm all about that.
Why would you want less prime time?
I would also want one earlier game from the 11 slate.
Oh, like a 9er.
A 9er would be beautiful.
That would be 7 a.m. on the East Coast. No, just kidding.
No, that would be 11 a.m. on the East
That
Coast.
would be 7 a.m. here.
No, it would be 9 here.
It'd be 9 here. 8 on the Pacific Coast, though. But, deal with it, West Coast. It's time to wake up. I'm sorry. I know you guys are used to sleeping in every Saturday and Sunday because games don't start till noon over there. We're adjusting.
Look, if you don't want action at 8 a.m., that's on you.
That is on them. Yes, that's right.
Go ahead, just wake up, get the 10 a.m. action. That's fine.
Right.
Anyways, it blows my mind. More prime time. I don't. We've established that we don't care what the product is. We don't care what the teams are. Just shove football down our faces.
That's exactly right. Yes.
So, anyways, unfortunate circumstances
Well
that
said.
have caused this this game being on Monday.
Well said.
Interesting that it's only Cam Newton, but that's a whole other path to go down.
No kidding.
And that does hurt the product, unfortunately, because I would have maybe been someone who was leaning Patriots in this, just because I thought they could have had a potential game plan, but I think it just comes down to your defense. Can you stop Patrick Mahomes? Can you get pressure with 4? And my answer to that with the Patriots on a short little bit of research I've done is no, they cannot.
It's tough. But it certainly has altered the line a lot.
Yeah, what was it before? 6.5?
I actually
Full touchdown?
had that down here.
Look at these spreadsheets.
Yeah, spreadsheets galore these days.
7.
Chiefs by 7.
So it's a 6.5 point swing without Cam Newton. And I believe it's also notable that is Brian Hoyer. So they're not going to be able to run their offense. They've known for how many days now that they're not going to be able to run their offense? Like 5?
Yeah. Not exactly able to practice physically. A lot's been going on with that, too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They are way up against the 8 ball. And I know there's big time betting fear of betting against Bill Belichick. Like,
as a big dog, yeah.
A lot of people probably have the same rule that I have with Russell Wilson. Like, you never bet against Russell Wilson. I totally understand why a lot of people might say you never bet against Bill Belichick.
Yeah, because, last time Bill Belichick was this kind of a big dog in a primetime game probably was like the 2001 Super Bowl. And that's one of the most epic underdog wins of all time, them beating the greatest show on turf, Rams, that year.
Yeah, so I get it. And I'm not going to, just be so bullish on the Chiefs saying, you guys are idiots for thinking this, because I'm a little bit there with you. Would I be shocked if Bill Belichick comes out with some crazy game plan of, someone in our DNVR Madden League chat said, N'Keal Harry is playing running back or something and has, 19 carries for 180 yards, or just something crazy. Yeah. No, I won't be shocked by that. But I just... Yeah. I'm trying to use my eyes here.
No, I know. And the Chiefs are also easy money right now. They seem to have gotten to another level, both defensively and with just how Mahomes is managing that offense.
So here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And we're getting these bets off quick here because we've got 30 minutes till kickoff, which is exciting.
Yes.
I'm going with the Alabama approach because I won a lot of money off of that this weekend, so I'm going to see if I can take it to the NFL. You take a heavy favorite.
You didn't stop.
What do you mean?
On Bama. You made money on the first quarter. You made money on the second quarter. You made money on the half.
So, no, I made money on the first quarter and the half.
Okay.
And then...
Right, the third quarter actually did better.
I took the third quarter over 7.5 for Alabama, which just should have been easy, I thought. And they didn't get it. They only scored 7. So I gave back half a unit or something like that. Or a unit. I was betting 2 units. I gave back 1. So I had 4. I ended up making 3 units on the proposition. Anyways, I'm going to take that into this game. Chiefs in the first quarter minus 2.5.
Okay.
I like that. That's a comfortable little area to be in.
It's a pretty good one.
You can win 3-0. You can win 7-3. You know, there's a lot of different paths there to win that bet.
Correct.
And then Chiefs first half minus 6.5. I like that one as well. So I'm in for a unit on both of those, and I want to see if this works. This could be the new. This could be the new thing.
I don't mind this strategy where I'm leaning because I've really been torn now. This was when the line was at minus 11. It's since moved to 12.5. That's within the last couple hours. Where I'm leaning is the under 48.5. I feel like this game plan is going to be the Patriots running it a lot, just extending drives as much as possible because they realize the best defense against the Chiefs is just keeping the Chiefs offense off the field. So I think we're going to see longer drives. They're going to cut the game into like 12 possessions, 14 possessions each, try to really limit it and try to hit that under 48.5. That's where I'm leaning. I will be sprinkling the Patriots plus 12.5. I like the first quarter money line at plus 240. I could see a scenario where they win the coin flip, go up even 3-0, and by the time the first quarter ends, the Chiefs have the ball, but they're still driving and haven't scored. And, that's a nice sprinkle on a plus 240 money line,
You're sprinkling against me, though.
Well,
Here's what I think. I think if you're a big believer in Bill Belichick and you think he's just going to have this saucy game plan to slow these guys down, you don't take – what you take is the Chiefs under 30.5 points.
That's another good one. I like that, yeah.
Because there's no way –
I really like that. What's that at?
That's at minus 124.
Oh, okay.
There's no chance that they are beating them or even getting close if they don't hold them under 30.
Absolutely.
So, for what it's worth, Vegas has this game either if it's overs, it's 31-18. If it's unders, it's 30-17. That's kind of where they see this thing falling. If they cover, if the Patriots cover, in my opinion, it's because they covered 28-17 or something like that.
Yes.
So that's my 2 cents on that, even though I'm not going that direction.
Yeah, if you think the Patriots make this more entertaining, closer than it should be, which I do think, you want to hit the overall under and the Chiefs under there.
And the other reason why I don't like this 12.5 is there's a lot of backdoor room on 12.5.
Yeah.
The Chiefs could be winning 30-14, give up a concession 2-minute touchdown late, and you lose.
Right.
That's why I like those early lines. I think the Chiefs go out and they score on their first possession and they get it back and they go score again and they can't keep up with that. And now you're in position to cover both of those first half lines.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to this.
This will be an interesting one. Yeah.
I'll tell you this: if the New England Patriots beat the Kansas City Chiefs tonight, the Brady Belichick debate is over.
Yeah.
Belichick, greater sign. Like,
it's true.
If that happens tonight, I need no further evidence.
I'm gonna watch the Bucks will go on a massive
I don't care.
run.
It doesn't matter. That's the Arians effect.
All right, Falcons Packers then.
Falcons Packers.
Another
Boy,
line
oh
that's
boy.
moved a little bit. I believe this was at 7.5 at one point.
I am so enticed by the Falcons.
How could you not be?
I know. This could be an over. Although, again, God, I hate this.
They do play them close. The over set at an insane 56.5.
If you think
Then
if you
again,
think the Falcons
like-
win, they win it with defense.
Poof.
I think
I'm just off that thinking. I don't think that even happens in 2020 anymore. Aside from maybe the Colts defense has convinced me they are the one defense you should count. I just believe in shootouts.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying is the Packers defense is better than the Falcons defense, right?
Yeah, damn straight.
So they're not going to outscore them in a shootout.
I know.
you have to talk yourself into Dan Quinn puts together a great game plan to stop Aaron Rodgers. That's the only way you can talk yourself into Falcons money line.
Well, what I'm talking myself into is they always keep these games close. They probably take an early lead and then squander it. And will they lose by 2 field goals or less, or will they lose by a touchdown or more? That's all I'm contemplating.
Yes, Allie?
We have Chris Hill here asking Chiefs
Chris
Packers
Hill, what up?
teaser or nah?
So I looked at a teaser.
Many will be tempted by the teaser here.
I was very intrigued by the teaser. So you take Falcons +6 and Patriots +12.5, right?
Yeah.
Tease that. I always take the most they'll give you. 7-point teaser. That gets you to -141. But you're catching Falcons +13 and Patriots +19.5. I ended up just, I don't know, it didn't. I thought about it, it didn't get it for me. If you want the 6-point teaser, it's -121. You can also throw in the over-unders if you want to build value here.
That would be...
In my younger days, I used to hit these all the time. The 2 games, you take the spreads and the over-under, tease them whatever way you feel comfortable with. So let's see.
I like that.
Okay, so you want the underdogs here and the unders, right? Underdogs and unders.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we call the fade the public teaser. Underdogs, unders. Oh, see, it won't let.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Just an unders teaser? Or just the over-unders in a tease?
What's that at? Are you asking me?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
So you can tease that down to under 62.5 and under 54.5. Oh, and you can actually get +113 on that. That's with a 6-point.
The original line would have been a fun tease. Like when the Packers were 7.5 favorites. And then the Patriots, you would have considered them as 7-point dogs. That's where you might have,
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
How can you bet on...
Here it's not as enticing.
I don't know. I just don't know how you can bet on the Patriots with no quarterback.
I know. That was kind of a theme for my week. Classic week 4 for me where I'm both clinging too much to my preseason takes. I haven't let go. And I'm also overreacting, So I'm both doing... my foot's in the 2 camps that it needs to not be in. And what really got me were the new quarterbacks for teams like the Chargers and the Bears, where I should have been more reluctant to believe what we saw last week. And instead I bought in, and both those burned me. So, yeah, there's just too much unpredictability with this Brian Hoyer and new quarterbacks. That's baked into all of this. But Falcons-Packers, I do think the Falcons can keep this closer.
Then 6.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm probably will buy points on this.
What do you want it at?
I mean, shoot, it's too expensive.
7?
Yeah.
What do you have to give up?
-590. For the alternate point spread. Yeah, that's insane.
Chris Hill
No, that's if you're getting Packers +7.
Oh, my bad.
You want Falcons +7. That's 141.
It's not bad.
Chris Hill says, I get off quarantine Wednesday, so I'll come to the bar before they put me back in. LOL. #teacher life.
All right. Can't wait to see you, brother.
Let's go.
I want to be invested in Aaron Rodgers in some way.
Nice.
I like being invested in Aaron Rodgers. It makes the game way more enjoyable.
Being invested in either Aaron when watching the Packers can't go wrong, in my opinion. Jones or Rodgers, you're a happy camper.
So
that's the other thing, not to backtrack, but if I'm skeptical about the Atlanta covering, it's the injuries to Calvin Ridley and Julio Jones.
are they playing?
Yes, they're playing, but they've been questionable all week.
So are we going to get like a George Kittle type of performance last night where he's injured and has like 6'7" for 187 or something?
Terry McLaurin did me in the same way, too.
Yep.
Ugh.
Sometimes you get fooled by those.
I know.
Aaron Rodgers over 277.5. How do you feel about that?
pretty good.
Because I think this could be a lot of offensive possessions in this football game.
I like over 2.5 touchdowns more.
I don't trust touchdowns.
You don't see this being a Falcons up early, Packers have to pass it a little more to get back into it type of deal, though?
I do, but there's nothing worse than when you get a pass down to the 1 yard line and then they run it in.
You ain't wrong about that.
And I feel like it happens to me every time I bet on a quarterback's touchdowns.
Yeah, that's true.
What about completions? Pass completions. Aaron Rodgers over 25.5. Huh, you don't like that. Matt Ryan's actually less at 24.5.
That I love. The over on that, right? Yeah. I know, I would too.
I just feel like Aaron Rodgers just racks up completions when they get hot.
I know, but he's also like diming them deep, you know? He's able to get these. I was looking up who's faced the fewest third downs this season. Obviously, they've played one less game, but the Packers were at the tippy top of the list. So that's where they're finding their success, is just stacking up big plays and avoiding having to string together long drives and facing a lot of third downs.
All right, now I'm starting to creep towards something I like here, I think.
Okay.
Player to have more passing yards, Aaron Rodgers or Matt Ryan?
You're leaning Matt Ryan?
No, I'm leaning Aaron Rodgers. I want to bet on Aaron Rodgers. All right, how about this one? Player to throw more touchdowns, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan.
I like that.
I'm still not sold.
I'm not sold either. A player to have the most receiving yards, Calvin Ridley or Julio Jones. It's been automatic Ridley this year. Both same injury status. I would gamble on Ridley again. -118. Seems like you're getting really nice odds. Oh, man. Player to have most receiving yards. Hayden Hurst, who's had a really nice year, or Green Bay's unknown tight end Robert Tonyan. How is Hurst in the +100 here?
A-Rod's got to throw it to somebody.
I guess so.
Which was your favorite of the Aaron Rodgers props?
Kinda.
The yards? I kind of like the yards.
So, I mean, really my favorite is the over 2.5 touchdowns. But is that because I'm value hunting per usual?
Yes, it is. I think I'm going to take the over 277.5.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. Nice. I love it. Now, you can use your boost for this game. You can use your 20% boost. Yeah.
Boost. Okay.
Which is nice.
I still have a $12 free bet from that stupid Auburn game.
Auburn,
Got to find a way to turn that into $50 to get my money back.
Auburn, you really killed me. That was terrible.
I only believed in Auburn because of you.
My belief couldn't be shaken from Auburn. I still can't believe Georgia's quarterback looked that good.
Yeah. What was the quote? Like something about, like, I know I'm not the type of quarterback that Georgia fans like or something? Like, what?
What's that?
You're winning. That's all that matters. All right, shout out DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can get a 20% profit boost. You can do a lot of things at DraftKings Sportsbook, the presenting sponsor of this show. They are amazing.
Incredible.
It's the highest rated sportsbook in the country.
Rightfully so.
It is just a user's dream.
It is
honestly, when you go on there.
Yes.
It's super easy to navigate. There's odds boost, profit boost, all sorts of amazing stuff every single week. Right now, they're running it back again. Bet one, win 100 on any team.
Just want to say,
team's gonna win?
All last week we said Rams Seahawks for that is automatic. $99 guaranteed. Both hit. Never sweated it out. Easy be easy.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Truly.
Man, that Seahawks lock was just juicy.
Yeah. 5.5. Traveling. And that's because the sportsbook's still thinking old school. Seattle traveling to Miami. That's set up for failure. Doesn't matter traveling to Miami anymore. No one cares.
Yeah.
It's actually, if you live in Seattle and you get to travel to Miami for the weekend, it's a welcome change.
I completely agree.
No crowds. Everything's clear. It's actually beautiful. Refreshing even.
I think I'm up like five or 6 units just betting on the Seahawks this year, which seems like stealing.
I really like to hear that, since that's like your tried and true rule that you keep coming back to. I got an email from DraftKings, quick side tangent, of my stats on the NFL betting so far. Apparently, I've bet most on the Bengals.
Okay. I think they need to run that back.
That damn Thursday night, man. Like,
They said
I
the
get
same-
that I had like 20 props in, and then I had them against the Birds.
I got the same email with the same result.
Okay. DraftKings, you can't give stats to a stats guy if they're not accurate, okay? I know what's going on. I'm glad you said that.
It would have to be the Broncos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
maybe not for me, yeah.
okay. Before we wrap up, you have put together your new betting power rankings. Oh, actually, first of all, you must be 21 or older, Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus, first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus comprised of 25x playthrough and restrictions to apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Yes, that's a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR. Okay.
Beautiful.
You've created
Yeah.
the betting power rankings.
Trying to gain some feel. We're still going to do these lines based off the old numbers, but I needed some new numbers. I needed some new numbers to kind of...
We don't have enough. We can't go YPP from this year yet? Why?
6 teams. We don't even have 4 weeks worth of data yet.
I need this year.
I know. Well, that's why I created this power ranking, which ranks teams based on their point differential, which is also what we use for estimated win, their cover percentage against the spread,
Okay.
and their YPP number, their net YPP. Which shouldn't come as a surprise, and I'm glad it is like this because maybe I'll finally adjust. In these power rankings, the team that ranked highest, the Indianapolis Colts.
Haven't made a cent off them this year.
I've lost a ton of money. though. They are top 3 in all of those categories.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What? Why can't I convince myself that they aren't frauds?
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers.
God, even just watching him, like he makes
I
these
know.
plays and they just all seem fluky to me.
Yes, they do.
Been doing it for 20 years.
Is this how, like, non-Nuggets fans feel watching Jokic?
Could be.
I would never compare him because Jokic already has accomplished more in the NBA than Phillip Rivers' trash NFL career. But maybe there's something there. All right. Second, Green Bay Packers. Now, this needs to be updated, but they are, they've been monsters against the spread. They've been monsters point differential. YPP, though, they are only 12th. That's their one outlier. Then we have the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, we need to update it. Top 10 team in all 3 categories. The Seahawks close out as the 4th team. And then the first team where we really have some differences, the San Francisco 49ers, who've played the weakest schedule per my power rankings, the Colts' second weakest. The 49ers come in as a bit of a surprise, sneaking into the top 5. They are 4th for point differential, 16th against the spread, not great, but 1st for YPP. That really helps them. And then you see we close out the top 10. Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, Buffalo Bills, a little lower than you might think at 8th. And then the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to close out the top 10. That top 10 all scored a score under 30, which means they're basically all those 10 teams are top 10 teams in those 3 categories. Then there's kind of a next tier where we're trying to figure out, are they contenders or pretenders? That's team like the Patriots, the New Orleans, I don't know why I keep saying the New Orleans Hornets, New Orleans Saints, and the Los Angeles Chargers, and they're right there with teams like the Bears, the Dallas Cowboys in this next tier. And then you really have the have-nots, which are the Jets, Giants, Lions, Eagles, Texans, and Washington football team, who are all at the bottom. And then there's this interesting tier of teams that they're bad teams, but they might be good teams to gamble on. And that's
Broncos.
the Broncos are firmly in that category. The Arizona Cardinals have graduated from are you pretenders or contenders to no, you're probably a bad team, but you might be profitable.
They're not a bad team.
I think they're a bad team.
Give it time.
You've been a bad influence on the Arizona Cardinals. I think I would have made a lot more money on fading them if not for your...
They're 2-2.
Our whole staff has a real issue with the Cardinals. Everyone on our staff.
It's a
problematic.
hive mind, and I'm the queen
Yes,
bee.
yes. It's a big issue. It's a big issue. This belief in a man who couldn't even get a head coaching job in Division I football, had to become USC's offensive coordinator, then somehow is this NFL genius. He's not.
He is.
They can't run the ball.
Have you seen how beautiful he is?
I have, and again, I'm perturbed that this would factor into you at all on your decisions.
Dude, guys like that don't fail.
You know who the numbers, interestingly enough, think is in this category of bad team that might be profitable is the Tennessee Titans, who per their 3-0 record you would think would be a good team. But the numbers hates the Titans. I mean, hates them.
By next week, are we going to have YPP updated?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have it even this week, but we will not apply it, Ryan.
I want to apply it.
Well, that's fine.
I'm trying to get on early.
I'll be giving you the numbers.
Thank you.
Trust me.
I just like
only
this.
leads to bad
I've profited quite a bit off of Green Bay, Kansas City, and Seattle.
Seattle, yeah.
And the Bills. So I feel like I'm
Have
playing
you?
it right. Yeah.
Ugh.
After week 1.
I feel like I've been late to the Bills, much like the Colts, and I need to get on that.
We've got Matt Cisneros here chiming in saying RK respects any man with a fresh haircut.
It's true.
I
Where's
mean,
yours?
So, yeah, I haven't come out here in a while, my man. Yeah, I will say, only saving grace for your boy is that I still have that parlay alive. We need the Rays and the A's to win these series. Not looking good for my A's to start things off. They are losing 5-8, but ride with your boy. Let's get in on the
Is
A's.
this a 7-game series finally?
No, 5.
5-game series?
5. By the way, they are favorite to win that series.
Okay.
So,
Let's
and
get
then it's the Rays against the Yankees. I also like the under in the first 3 in that one. Under 2.5. Really nice pitching matchup with Garrett Cole and Blake Snell on the mound.
By the way, last night, I'm so mad at myself. So I said here at the DNVR bar yesterday, I can't remember if you were still here, the NBA needs the Heat to win this game. They need some sort of excitement.
You're not wrong.
I had in my bet slip, and so all Heat fans and Eagles fans can thank me. A Heat-Eagles parlay that I didn't go through with. Money lines.
Oh, man.
And that's why Heat and Eagles fans can thank me. If you ever want an outcome to
Brutal.
happen, pretend like you're going to bet on it, then take it out of your bet slip. The result that you were going to bet on will go through.
What the Heat have done as dogs, I think they've been dogs in 10 of 18 games they've played in the playoffs.
Wow.
And have an unbelievable record. Also, they were 10-point dogs in this final. That was the biggest underdog in a while in the NBA Finals. I mean, what they're doing, what they're accomplishing, really impressive. Hopefully, Bam Adebayo can come back, and that can be a real series.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be nice.
Okay, so get those bets in before this game kicks off here in
Fun.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. 5 minutes.
No, 10 minutes. Double header here. Monday Night Football should be exciting. Thanks for tuning in with us on another episode of DNVR Bets Daily. Thanks to presenting sponsor DraftKings. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.